Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Saturday the 7th of May. Thanks again for watching, and as it's a Saturday, it means it's a look ahead roundup. Now, for those of you who aren't premium members at the moment, and why aren't you? It's really easy to become a premium member. You actually get a 3-day free trial as well if you sign up using PayPal, or if you choose to take a 6-month subscription, then you'll get a discount by choosing that method. Now, what do you get for premium? Well, you're going to get our look ahead videos every day. You're going to get our 2-week planner videos as well, which are updated 3 and 4 times a week. You're also going to get access to all of our musings, and you're also going to get access to our Weather School short videos. But not only that, you also get full access into our seasonal forecasts. So that means our month ahead and seasonal videos, and also our month ahead and seasonal musings. You've got full access to those forecasts as well. It's really easy to join. If you're not a member yet, then all you need to do is click on Premium Member. You will be taken to the Join Now screen, and you can simply sign up there. So look forward to welcoming you on board, and thanks to well, loads of you who've already joined. Okay, now wildfires are a big story in Canada at the moment, and you can see why. This is the temperature anomaly for the month of May so far, and you can see here this depth of higher than average temperatures in here across the northwestern parts of Canada. They're showing at 12 and 14 degrees above average, but notice how that's counterbalanced by the cool weather that's been in existence across much of the central and eastern parts of the states. Yes, it's not 12 degrees below, but we've got cooler than average conditions there. So it really is that heat driving things. Now, I should stress it's not particularly unusual to get that sort of heat at this time of year in Canada. I guess what is unusual, obviously, is the severity of the fires, and I certainly wouldn't want to detract from that. Closer to home in Europe, this is the 7-day forecast for the whole of Europe. You can see here how it is going to warm up, and how it already has warmed up, as many of us have found. It stays warm through today, it stays warm through tomorrow as well, into the middle stages of next week across much of the central and northern parts of Europe. Although I think then we're in for a bit of a shock, because I think temperatures will be taking a tumble as we head into the end of the week. That in just a moment. Let's just do our quick roundup of where we are in terms of climate at the moment. This is the sunspot number chart from the Royal Observatory of Belgium, and of course we're in cycle 24 at the moment. It's been a quiet cycle. There it is in 2014. You can see how quiet it's been, and we've seen a decrease in activity on the sun. Sunspot numbers have been reduced over the last 12 months. In fact, that downward trend is forecast to continue there, taking us into minima sometime next year. Now, what's interesting is that during the past week or so on the sun, actually numbers have come up a little bit. This is the sunspot count from the 6th of April through to the 6th of May, and you notice here, look how at the end of April the count numbers went up quite a bit, but they've come off again now, but they did briefly get up to 80. So the sun is still able to be fairly active, but what we tend to find with these low sunspot numbers is it increases the risk of blocking, which is basically the pattern that we're set into just at the moment. And of course, with the cycle continuing to decrease through into next year, that blocking pattern may well remain in existence. Now, as far as ice is concerned, sea ice still got some very low values coming through here, well below the average, which has been here through 1981 to 2010. You notice we're at these sort of levels at the moment, and when you compare that to previous years in the Arctic, you notice here, look how well below the other years in the 2000s we actually are. So we're certainly lower than average sea ice concentrations in the Arctic, exactly what you'd expect to see with the warm seas that we have at the moment. Antarctica, well, it's a different story down there. We've actually got ice levels around or above average for the time of year. So we've seen increasing amounts there as they head into their winter period. Compared with previous years in Antarctica, here's how things look. I can get the charts together. There we go. You notice that 2016, which is the red line running in here, is smack in the middle of previous years in the 2000s. Now, what about sea temperatures globally? Well, this is what we're looking at around the globe at the moment. Interesting features here: cool water still in the northern Pacific, cool water too across the Atlantic. That's going to be an interesting one to watch as we go through the rest of the year. Something we've been picking up on through the daily look aheads. Also, another feature to pick up on here: look, cold water now appearing. This is La Nina getting itself underway, and that too is going to have a major impact. Now, as those of you premium members know, we've been discussing the impact of these sea temperatures, and the idea this year is a changeover year, really, as we slip from the warmth of El Nino into the cool of La Nina, because one of the other factors at play is this warm mass of water here in the Indian Ocean. We've got warmer than average water and have had it down there for some time. It's forecast to cool out in the west over the coming months, but still that has an impact on conditions. In terms of the forecast for El Nino, still falling very quickly. Forecast now to get into La Nina conditions probably during next month, if not this month. And then we see this fall off. The CFS is going with a -1.2. It's going lower. It's going colder again on its values. We've always gone around a -0.8 to 0.9. So it'll be interesting to see where that one ends up. It was much lower than that at one stage. Now, I did mention about the fact that it gets cooler as we head into the back end of next week, and the chart here for Glasgow picks out that quite well. Here's the warmth this weekend into the early stages of next week, and then look at that, temperatures falling away again, so turning much cooler as the winds turn into a more northerly direction. Now, as far as the CFS is concerned, this is how it's seeing things for week one. You've got to twist your head. There's the UK just underneath there. Now, CFS for week one, taking us up to the 12th of May. Pulls the high off towards the east. We've got this trough out towards the southwest of the country. This is the southeasterly wind that's going to be bringing the thundery outbreaks of rain. Doesn't look to be anything too dramatic, but thundery outbreaks of rain across southern parts of the country during this week. And of course, we'll get some thunderstorms across more western areas during, or we will do this afternoon and through Sunday as well. Now, into week two, and the week two forecast from the 13th of May through to the 19th of May shows the high again in situ off towards the west, trough out in the Atlantic, more of an easterly flow through the UK. That trough here in the Mediterranean bringing some really unsettled weather across parts of Spain, Balearics, and into Italy as well, and probably getting some rain across perhaps the central parts of France as well. But for the UK, it's consistently shown as being a fairly dry week, and you'll know from our long ranges we said that we thought the middle of May would actually turn out to be pretty good. Now, into week three, and the high is still shown there by the CFS. This is from the 20th to the 26th. We think we need to watch out 22nd, 23rd for the potential for a change over during that time. And you notice what happens at the end of the month. Lower than normal heights. We've got jet in here, trough through the UK, much more unsettled conditions. And that's certainly fitting in with what we've been saying on our monthlies. So we thought the back end of the month, the early part of June, would go into those more unsettled conditions. But as you know, as WeatherWeb members, premium members, we keep you up to date on where these things are going, what the story is saying throughout our look ahead videos. Now, if you're not a premium member, like I say, you can become one now. Go to weatherweb.net, click on premium member, you simply click on join now, and you'll be able to log in there. If you want to know more about subscriptions, click on subscription options, and that will bring you up all the various options for your subscriptions, and immediately you can just click on the icons here and join online. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now. But whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.